All right. Good morning. Let me check. All right. All right, there it is. All right, welcome. Hope you had a good morning so far. Let's go ahead and get started in a seat. Okay, so closing down those eyes, just sitting nice and tall. And starting to breathe in and out through the nose. So as we inhale, we'll take that big breath in, fill up those lungs, bring those shoulders up by those ears, pulling in as much air as you can. And then on that exhale, we'll pull those shoulders down and back and then soften into that breath. So we want to keep that spine nice and tall, but feel yourself grounding, feeling a little bit heavier into the mat. Again, they'll keep the shoulders relaxed down. Big breath in, fill those lungs, expansion through that belly, and then exhale it out. And inhale, and exhale. A couple more times on your own, focusing on breathing into that lowest part of the lungs, that expansion and the constriction of the belly with each breath. And then we blink those eyes open. We're going to reach that right hand out to the side. The left arm reaches up. So big reach up and then start to find that side bend. You can slide that right hand out a little bit more or just bend into that elbow. We want to avoid rolling that shoulder forward or rolling it too far back. We just want the shoulder nice and neutral as we find big stretch all along that left side. Inhale, we'll bring it back up to the other side. We'll slide that right or the left hand down. Right arm reaches up and over. Maybe soft bend into that left arm. And bring it back up. Let's twist it over to that right side. The left hand comes across that knee. Right hand down, sit tall with that inhale. Exhale, look over that shoulder. And over to the other side. Inhale that length. Exhale that deeper twist. Back to center. Reach those arms up. Let's go one more time each side. Side stretch over to that right side. Inhale it up. Go over to that left side. Inhale, bring it up, twisting it to the right. Center to the left. Bring it back to neutral. Come onto those hands and knees. Okay, just a few cat cows. So inhale, drop that belly, lift the chest, lift the tailbone. Exhale, we'll round. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, round. And inhale, lift. And round. Bring it to neutral. Let's step those feet back to a plank. Okay. Now we're going to press into the hands, pressing the shoulder blades away from each other. So starting to round through that upper back. Okay, now start to lift up. So think rolling kind of down through the mid back, low back, hips up really, really high. And then we'll flatten out that back. As we lift the hips up, and then heels will press down. Then we'll come onto the toes. Round that spine, roll it forward to our plank. So move really slow with it. Then as soon as we have those shoulders stacked, flatten out that back. Pull that chest forward just slightly. Really tight to that core. Let's do it 2 more times. Rounding upper back, mid back, low back, hips up, heels press down. Flatten that back out. And then we'll round it forward. And round it back. And then bring it forward. And let's hold this plank really nice and tight through that core. Let's go for 5. Pull the toes forward, hands press back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now just press those hips up into that downward facing dog. Couple breaths, pedal those feet out. Any movements that you need. Then we'll come onto the toes. Bend those knees, step those feet up top of the mat. Sliding those hands to the shins. Nice flat back. And exhale, slide those hands down as we fold. Bending into the knees, lengthen out. Let's rise up to standing. Reach up, nice and tall. Nice, easy side bend over to that right side. So that right hand slides down. Left arm just reaches up and over. Inhale it back up. Exhale that side bend over to that other side. Good. Inhale, reach it up tall. Flat back as we fold. Half lift, inhale, bending into that right knee. Left arm reaches up. And down. To the other side, lengthen. Bend into that left knee. Right arm reaches up. Lower the hands down as we fold. We'll plant those hands, step or hop those feet back to our plank. Shift that weight forward. Lower down. Maybe go all the way to the stomach on this first one. Point the toes. Roll the shoulders down and back, lifting up into that cobra. And then down. And then we'll press, lift it up. So you can stay in the cobra, or if you want, down, or no, up dog. And then exhaling those hips to the sky, down dog. One more breath. Then we'll come onto the toes. Bend those knees, step or hop those feet, top of the mat. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. And into those knees, rise on up. Side bend to the right. Inhale it up tall. To the left. Inhale it up. Flat back as we fold. Lengthen out, bend into that right knee, left arm up. And down. Other side, bending into that left knee. Right arm up. And down. Plant those hands. Step or hop it back. Lower down. Inhale, lift. So just do it the one time, cobra or up dog. And then exhaling those hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. One more time. On the toes. Bend the knees. Step or hop those feet. Half lift. And fold. Inhale, rise. Side bend to the right. Inhale up tall. To the left. Inhale, reach it up. Flat back as we fold. Half lift, inhale, bend to that right knee, left arm up. And down. Other side. Bend to the left knee, right arm up. And plant those hands down to the mat. Step or hop it back lower. Inhale, lift. And hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. And then we'll come onto the toes. Bend those knees. We'll step or hop those feet behind the hands. The heels in, toes out. Sink it down into that squat. So maybe it's a little bit higher on this first one as we look up through those hips. So keep pressing those knees out as we sink the hips down a little bit lower. And so don't go quite as low as you can go just yet. Just keep the hips up a little bit higher. Feeling those legs. So 3, 2, and 1. Straighten those legs out as we fold. Find the flat back. Then step or hop those feet back to our plank. Lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hips to the sky. Down dog. Feet together. Inhale, that right leg lifts. Exhale, curl that knee to the nose. Inhale, send it up. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, curl that knee and stepping that foot through. Back heel stays up. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Hands come to heart center. Bend into that front knee a little bit more. Start to hover that chest and then twist. Left elbow hooks across that right thigh. And inhale, bring those arms up. Back heel spins down. Tee out those arms. Warrior two. One more breath. We'll circle those hands all the way down. Step it back to our plank. Vinyasa. And down dog. Feet together. Inhale. Left leg lifts. Exhale, curl that knee to the nose. Inhale it back up. Exhale, curl. Inhale it up. Exhale, curl it and step that foot through. Rising up. High crescent lunge. Sink it to that front knee a little more. Hands to heart center. Cover that chest and twist. Bring it back up. Back heel spins down. Tee it out. Warrior two. Hold it for a breath. And circle those arms around. Step it back to our plank. Vinyasa. And exhale, downward facing dog. And then inhale on the toes. Bend those knees, step or hop those feet outside the hands. Heels in, toes out. Drop those hips down, chest lifts. Another breath. And straighten the legs as we fold. Lengthen. Plant the hands. Step or hop it back. Vinyasa. Exhale, down dog. Feet together. Inhaling that right leg up. Exhale, curl that knee in. Inhale, send it up. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, curl it in. Step that foot through. Inhaling those arms up. Hands to heart center as we twist, hooking that left elbow across. Inhale those arms up. Back heel spins down. Tee out those arms. Warrior two. Adding on to this, we'll lower that forearm down as we reach that left arm up and over. Inhale, rise back up. Straighten that front leg. Reaching that right hand up and back. And circle those hands all the way down to the mat. Step it back to plank. Vinyasa. Exhale, down dog. Feet together. Inhale that left leg up. Exhale, curl that knee in. Inhale it up. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, curl it in. Step that foot through. Inhale, rise up. Crescent lunge. Hands to heart center. Hover that chest. And twist. Good press. Lifting through that chest. Inhaling those arms, reach back up. Back heel spins down. Tee out those arms. Warrior two. Lower that forearm down as that right arm reaches up and over. Inhale. Rise up. Straighten that front leg. Reverse it. And circle those hands down. Step it back. Vinyasa. And into down dog. We'll go through that one more time, adding on a little bit more. Onto the toes. Step or hop those feet into that squat. Few breaths here. And straighten those legs as we fold. Lengthen on that inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop it back, vinyasa. Exhale, down dog. Feet together. Inhale, that right leg lifts. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale it back up. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach it up. Curl that knee and step that foot through. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, those hands to heart center as we twist. Hooking that left elbow across that knee. Inhale those arms, reach up. Back heel spins down, warrior two. That extended side angle, so that forearm comes down or maybe that hand comes inside that right foot as that left arm reaches up and over the head. Inhale, bring it back up, straighten that front leg. Reverse it. And now re-tee out those arms. We're gonna spin Left hand down, left heel spins up. Plant that left hand as that right arm reaches up. Okay, now from here, I would go onto the left fingertips, walk that hand in front a little bit more. Keep reaching that right arm up. Now this is gonna get a little bit challenging, so I'll give you a modification, but bend into that back knee, lifting that leg up. Now, obviously if you need more balance, you just lower both hands down, but a little bit more challenging would be to reach that right arm up, maybe even floating that left hand off of the ground as well. One more breath. Lower the hand down, step it back, and vinyasa. Down dog when you're ready. Feet together, inhale, that left leg lifts. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, curl. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl, step that foot through. Inhaling those arms up. Exhale, prayer, and twist. Inhale, those arms reach back up. Back heel spins down. Teeing out those arms, warrior two. Lower that forearm down or that hand can slide inside that foot. Right arm reaches up and over. Inhale, rise back up. Straighten that front leg, reverse. Now from here, circle those hands all the way down. So we'll bend into that front knee. Plant the right hand, right heel spins up. Twisting, left arm reaches up. Now from here, bring that right hand forward a little bit more. Come onto those fingertips. Keep holding that twist, lifting that right leg up. It's good. If you need to lower both hands down to the mat, you can. Maybe you start to reach up so high with that left hand, the right hand starts to lift. And lower that hand down. Step those feet back. Vinyasa. And exhale, downward facing dog. One more breath. Let's go into that pigeon. So just that nice deep stretch through that hip, right knee, right wrist. Foot slides across. And then that left leg slides back. Lower on to the forearms. And then rest that head down. So press into that right shin, pull back, left knee's pulling forward. Now they come back to the hands. Step it back, down dog. And to the other side, that left knee comes to the left wrist, foot comes across, right leg slides back, and lower onto the forearms. And rest that head down. And then come onto those hands. And step it back. Down dog. And then we'll come into a wide knee child's pose. So go a little bit wider than you normally would. Get those knees can even come off the mat. And then press those hips back to the heels. Let that chest just melt down towards the mat. So maybe the chin comes down to the ground. Maybe the forehead comes down towards the ground. Take a big breath in. And exhale. Just side out. Let that chest soften to the ground a little bit more. And then come back onto those hands and knees. There's maybe a few rounds of cat-cow, so round through that spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Maybe 1 or 2 more times. Adding any side-to-side movements that you need. And then going come into a seat. Closing down those eyes to close out this practice. Taking that big breath in through the nose and out through the nose. So just 2 more of those on your own. And then blinking those eyes open. All right. Thank you all so much for joining me. Have a great, great weekend, and I will see you all next week.